Hey guys, so this week I'm going to tell you about last week. As you know from last week's video, I was feeling under the weather and my initial doctor told me that it was allergies. Come to find out it was actually pneumonia. So last week was our spring break week off for Chic Sparrow, and I spent the entire week sick, but I still tried to get out and do stuff on days that I felt well enough to just have really mild activity. And so here's just a few things that I was able to do. Most of the week was just taking medication. I did not enjoy the week, but I did find some nuggets of fun, and so I'll share those with you. One thing that I kind of have made like a tradition is in the morning, I'll get up and have a cup of tea and I'll watch the deer that come into the yard. And there's about 7 or 8 of them that usually come. They all kind of scatter in at different times during the morning, but it's really nice to see them, and I just really enjoy having that part of nature because I do live technically in the city limit, but because I live next to a golf course and next to a nature reserve, I get to have a lot of nature, which I really enjoy and I'm thankful for. So pretty much every morning that's what I do. I'll have a cup of tea and I'll watch the deer just kind of mosey through the yard. I also like to check my plants for new growth because they're all just starting to grow and bud and leaf out and everything. And one of the most rewarding plants I have is my fiddle leaf ficus. It is amazing how fast it grows. It grows more than an inch in a whole day, like an inch taller, an inch wider. It's amazing. So I'm kind of obsessed now with plants. And if you don't have any plants, I recommend you get one and just nurture it and take care of it. It's very rewarding. It kind of lifts your spirit just to see this little thing grow under your care. I recommend it. I spent a lot of time reading and painting. I got out my watercolors and did some painting. Nothing spectacular, but it was still fun. I don't think I've ever tried a unicorn before, but there he is. And I based him off of a sticker that I had, but of course I did it my own way. That is very relaxing, and it took my mind off of being sick, so it was definitely time well spent. On one of the days when I was feeling all right, my husband wanted to try a new restaurant. He hadn't ever been in there, and neither had I, so we went to lunch there, and I had a salad because I'm vegetarian, and it was a steakhouse. So what do you have at a steakhouse when you're a vegetarian? You have salad. But the salad was really nice, and the restaurant was really kind of neat because it was very themed, and they had like crabs on the walls and navigational things like embedded in the table and stuff. It was really kind of cool. I just thought it was kind of neat, and my husband will probably go there again because he liked the steak, so he'll probably want to go there again. But it's called The Barrel. If you're in Spokane, go check it out. It's actually a really neat little restaurant. One of the last things that we did is we went to Ruthie, 2 Minute Tuesday Ruthie. We went to her album release party, which was on Saturday at the Bartlett here in Spokane. And the Bartlett's actually really nice because they allow underage people there. So Julia was able to attend, which was great because she had a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed watching her have so much fun. We got to see Ruth live for the first time, which was a treat. She puts on a great show, and her album is beautiful. So if you can pick it up, you definitely should. I'll try to have a link down below where you can get it. Most people live on the surface. I kind of think of it as a cake, and there's layers of the cake, and there's the frosting layer, then there's cake, then there's frosting, then there's cake again. Well, most people live at the top frosting layer and they think life is sweet, and that's great, and they don't do a lot of deep thinking. Well, Ruth has burrowed herself down to the second layer of frosting. And that's pretty much how I can describe her album. She's a pretty deep thinker. I caught my husband humming one of the songs yesterday, which was really cute because he doesn't normally do that. So It was great. It was great too because we got to see Nathaniel, who used to work with us, and then he moved to Canada to be with his wife. He actually has a very nice voice.
The days of old arise and fall of needle and thread.
There's one more thing that I wanted to talk to you about because on one of the other videos, someone had asked me kind of about the breakthrough when I went to see Tony Robbins. And the only thing I can think of it like is that you have these limiting beliefs. And that's one thing that he talked about a lot was limiting beliefs. And they keep you from doing whatever it is that you want to do, but you believe these things about yourself. A lot of times it's things that we're told as a child and we choose to believe. And they're not true. Maybe some random person said something to you and you chose to believe them. So it's limited you throughout your life. What Tony does is he takes you through an exercise to help you break through that. To me, I kind of liken it to separating the yolk from an egg. And once you've separated them, you can't ever join them again. You can't surgically join that yolk back to the egg white. It's permanently separated. Sure, you could blend them in a blender and they'd be one, but they would never look like an egg again. I don't know. That's just kind of how I picture it, is that it takes you through this exercise and it literally pulls you up out of those limiting beliefs and sets you on a new plate. And it's pretty amazing. You guys just go to and unleash the power within. Day 3 is very important. He turns off the lights and he walks you through step by step, how to break free from your limiting beliefs. It is very powerful and it hurts. It hurts a lot. I was alone. Ruth had left that day. I was there alone. It's dark. You're going through these visualizations. He's guiding you through these. A lot of people are crying, weeping. I was crying. I was wearing false lashes because I don't like to wear a lot of mascara because it's just annoying. But anyway, besides the point, I was crying. It took about 2.5 hours. I want to say it took about that long. When we were done, I reached up and touched my cheek because I felt something on my cheek and my lashes had actually fallen off. So I kind of stuck them in my shirt because I didn't know what else to do with them. But I didn't think anything of it. And then when we're done, we had to do another exercise with a partner. And my partner was a stranger. And I must have looked like a total crazy person because when I caught myself, I had a black coming down my cheeks, the little mascara that I had on. So moral of the story, wear waterproof mascara when you go to Tony Robbins Day 3. It's so great because now those 3 limiting beliefs that I had, I no longer have. And I can say that with complete confidence. I have other things that I believe, but I'm working on those and I know how to get rid of them now. It's not foo-foo. It's real. I just highly recommend it. It's a lot of hard work, but it's definitely worth it in the end. Especially since we learn how to hate ourselves from the very beginning. That really limits the things that we're able to do in our life. If you can untether yourself from that, be the yolk free from the white so that you can just be yourself. Anyway, that is for one of the people last week who asked about that. I hope I answered that well enough. We are back in the office this week and we're working really hard to get everyone's orders out, and I'm working on some designs that I want to get up and running within the next few weeks. So hopefully they'll be out. But if you have any questions or anything for me, please leave them in the comments below. I will be hanging out once this video posts. And don't forget to check out Ruth's album. It's really beautiful. I know I'm not jumping up and down excited about it, but that's not who I am. So, but it is really beautiful. And it was really beautiful seeing her whole family and friends there supporting her. It was just an amazing experience that I'm really grateful for. So definitely go check out her album though. I'll figure out where it is and put a link below so that you can go buy a copy. It's not expensive. It's worth every penny. Yes, I'm shamelessly plugging her. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me this week. I will see you again next week. Have a wonderful day.